Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Hope you all had a great weekend. I didn't upload anything yesterday because I was busy with some other stuff. Therefore you're getting a broader market update today. We of course are going to look at BTC, ETH and the dollar index and what to expect from this week. And if you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. And without further ado, let's really start diving in. It's no surprise that BTC has been pumping absolutely parabolic. And I have to say I'm quite surprised by how fast everything is going. And there's almost like no accumulation phase. We're just right away flipping from bearish to bullish. That really doesn't make any sense to me because usually there are transitions in the market that takes weeks, sometimes even months before a new phase of a market cycle starts. But it is what it is, and we just change our bias to the market structure. And with that being said, like I already said, we are absolutely going parabolic. We took out this high right here on the daily. We took out this high right here on the daily. So market structure has been changed 100%, no doubt about it. We also closed the weekly above this high, so that is absolutely bullish. It just looks good. The question is now, where are we going to reverse and how deep is that retrace going to be? Right now BTC is kind of fighting with that 78.6 measured from the top right here all the way to the bottom, back up to the 78.6, and we have our first bearish signs confirmed since yesterday and this weekend. What I'm talking about is then this first bearish divergence here on the daily, where also then the price is making a new high. But be careful on a very strong uptrend. We have seen a lot that bearish divergences do not always play out and price just keeps on marching higher. The same also to the other way. A bullish divergence in a bear market doesn't mean everything. It can just keep on going lower. But also here on the 4 hourly, this one actually is the nicest so far. We're seeing really that the momentum waves are going lower. Maybe we are creating here even another bearish divergence. And the money flow is also coming down now, and of course again the price then just goes higher. Maybe this will even break out one more time to go one more time higher. What I'm then looking out for is approximately 24,000 ish. That is an important level, and after that there's not much left than just this high that we put in at 25,200 ish. If we break that, then it is all clear. Then we can go towards 28,000 ish. My end of year target is approximately 28, 29. Now we could overshoot that to maybe go to, I don't know, 35 or 40k and eventually drop down to approximately 30k. That is my overall target. One thing that I found very interesting at the current levels, I mean, you have this very big volume profile that we have been trading for a very long time. But watch what happens to the value area high, low and point of control. If I extend it all the way to where we are today, so that is then measured from June all the way to now, then you can see that the current price level where we are right now, 23,200, is also the new value area high, coinciding with that 78.6. So to return here would actually be super nice. If we do at some point return, then I'm first looking out for this, or that actually would be the major target for me, is that golden pocket at 18,500, which then coincides with the value area low, but also this top right here. And if I zoom in, then it's a little bit more clear. That was still that that, let's say, order block or block of candles that we had here on the 4 hourly at approximately 18,000. So from 18,000 to 18,500, that will be for me the ultimate gem, the ultimate retrace, because then also on the macro time frame you are making a higher low and then we can go higher again. But mind you, the sentiment right now is super bullish. So with every retrace, people will try to long it. So if we, let's say, go down to this then people will try to long it, or maybe to this low people will try to long it. Maybe we will create something like a big head and shoulders. At least that's maybe the idea, people trying to long it. So if you are trying to long it, I mean, I do expect bounces along the way, but it also could be a very nice mega trap to just wick out a lot of traders, to just go lower and lower and lower and lower, and there's not really a real retrace. Just like right now, we don't really have a real retrace in this trend to the upside, because I think also it is caught a lot of traders off guard, this tremendous pump that seems like it has no end. One more thing I want to show you that also showed already the first very bearish confirmations. That is one on the RSI and one on the MACD. So let me make this a little bit smaller. There you can also see that on the RSI, I mean, I'm not using it, and I've said this already many times before, but some people do use it, that you also here have bearish divergences on the RSI and the MACD. If I go to higher time frames, exact same story. There you can also see that the RSI already is also showing here some bearish divergences. Like I said, I never really use it. I just like to use Market Cipher B, because that's way more accurate and gives me a much better entry. Yeah, no matter what kind of indicator you're using, most of them are now saying that it's time to reverse. Also, I'm quite surprised it's this early in stage. This is on the daily, that we're spending so much days, so much time here on the extreme overbought territory for the RSI. I mean, we went up as high as 89.3 and now still trading around 85, 86. Extreme, especially in these market conditions. But hey, BTC is just usually following the S&P 500, and that has been going up a lot. I will probably do a dedicated video about the S&P 500 later today. Then quickly head over to ETH. There we were still in the same kind of volume profile. This one is much bigger, also measured from halfway May, but there the price action kind of starts then from here, and you can also see that this top is then taken in account. So far this structure has been pretty on the dollar, pretty secure. We are right now also fighting with their golden pocket. I hope it's visible for you. That is also where I drew the box, which is also coinciding with the value area high. So retracing or returning at this level would also be absolutely textbook. If we do that, then of course also here I will be looking out for the golden pocket, which is 1285 to 1300. Just underneath we have the value area low of this smaller trading range right here, which is then at 1275. Really underneath we also have then 2 times the point of control from this area and from this very macro area where we are in. That is actually still quite the retrace to the downside. We're talking about more than 25%. Everything can happen, but also here the scenario is kind of the same. I do expect that a lot of people would try to long every retracement that we're getting, and if we just have a lot of longs, then eventually the price will move to the upside again. Also here on the indicators we see exactly the same. It really looks like we are now topping out. Doesn't mean that we can get another impulse to the upside, maybe even 2 with the money flow coming down, but we have seen that sometimes that these momentum waves are just still creating higher prices in the in the money flows than already coming down. RSI is exactly the same as as Bitcoin, also very much overbought. So it's just a matter of just patience for we are really retracing, and then I would be very careful with your stops loss and especially with your take profits, because if we are not retracing to this broader golden pocket, but let's say somewhere to the 38.2 or the 0.5, then it can be a fast move up again. So definitely don't forget to take profits. One last quick look at the almighty dollar index. This had yesterday a red dot that did not get confirmed during the day. We do see that the money flow is ugly into the red again, but our scenario of this being a very big daily bullish divergence is still in play, and I stick to my guns. As long as this still remains a bullish divergence, then I do think that this could reverse to the upside. I added one very interesting level, and that is a weekly level here, and that is the yellow line. I first have one also here underneath it, just kept them on both, but there you can see that the weekly level has been support now already 2 times. So to find support at the weekly level and eventually reverse to the upside, that would make a lot of sense to me. If we lose it, then we need to restart redrawing again. Very good, Ray. And then of course we will get that red dot confirmed and more negative money flow. But so far I do think that nothing drops down all at once or pumps up all at once. It will go in flow, in waves. So I think it is more than due that the DXY just starts pumping up a little bit again. And maybe then crypto can reverse again. So this scenario of the DXY leading, going higher, therefore risk assets will be sold off, as in Bitcoin, Ethereum and stocks, is then still very much in play. If this scenario breaks, so the bullish divergence is off the table, and that needs to happen by this wave or the new wave becoming much deeper than the one that we made here, I will be the first to say this scenario is invalidated and we need to look out for a different place in the market. Then last but not least, I just want to finish off with something fun. You can see here the fear and greed index 52, and that was also then coinciding with the pump. This is a little bit of a lagging indicator. I never use it to trade, but it's just fun to see how the market reacts when BTC is pumping or dumping. And you will see if BTC starts retracing, then right away this also starts coming down. But for such a long time we were around 25 to 30 on the fear and greed index, and right now we are above 50 already for a while. So fun to see how that happens. Like I said, I will probably do a second video later today. I think we're gonna have a deep dive into the S&P 500 because that looks all surprisingly very strong. So the bull sentiment is definitely back. If you like these kinds of contents, then please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Also those links are in the description, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.